been up?
Too long.
Something wrong?
Yes. Something's very wrong.
Knock, knock.
Hi.
Did you need these?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Where were they?
They were on the table by the door.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Now I remember. You were in the shower. Lucas started to cry. I probably left them there when I ran upstairs to get him. How is he?
He's doing much better, thanks. Oh, so glad Bobby came over last night. I was so concerned and I didn't exactly know what to do, you know what I mean?
Come on. You don't be so hard on yourself. You get the hang of it.
Yeah, I
And
will.
thanks for these. They have to be processed today.
Well, you're quite welcome, actually. It just gave me a very good excuse to come by and see my sweet husband.
Oh. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I'll tell you something. If I weren't so swamped today, I would lock that door and ask you to stay.
If you weren't so swamped, I would agree.
Mm.
All we do is sleep these days, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all we do is sleep.
Well, we'll get into a routine soon enough, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Look, I'm not complaining or anything.
It's okay.
Well, maybe I am.
It's okay. You're allowed to complain.
It's just that I haven't been with you
I know.
in such a long time, if you know what I mean.
I do know.
You know? Yeah. Ask him to give me a couple more minutes, okay? Yeah. Mac's outside. He wants to see me.
About Felicia?
Yeah, probably.
Did you guys hear anything new?
Well, maybe he has. I haven't.
Oh, I hope so.
You and me both.
Does that mean I have to go?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Well, you're going to meet me now over at Scotty's office for Cheryl's...
Don't worry,
right?
I'll be there.
Oh, I wish we could just go ahead and do it right now because I can get it over with.
I know. Just relax. Okay. And about those files?
Mm-hmm.
You can drop by any time you want and tease me. I mean, I really don't mean an excuse.
Really?
Yeah. Oh,
I'll keep that in mind, my darling.
oh, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
He's all yours.
Thanks. Hey, man. Hey, what's up?
Nothing.
Did Felicia ever return your call?
I haven't heard a word, Sean.
Well, maybe they did decide to spend a couple more days there.
Without calling to let us know? You know, Felicia's been on pins and needles about these fingerprints. She said she'd be back in a couple days. Why hasn't she at least called to find out what's going on with them?
Well, you know, she probably figures that if we really knew something, we'd get in touch with her. How about Bobby? Has she called Bobby?
I don't know. I left a message at the hospital for her to call me. I don't like this, Sean.
I know you don't, but don't drive yourself crazy over it, will you? I mean, she and Brian probably are just having a good time, that's all.
Maybe.
So the mechanic is going to bring the distributor cap as soon as it gets in, right?
That's what he said.
You don't think he will forget, do you? I mean, our phone isn't working. He won't know how to reach us.
He won't forget.
You sure he ordered it?
Felicia was standing right next to him. In fact, he had to call a few places in order to find the part. Will you please relax? This I want to go home stuff's starting to give me a complex, okay?
Well, it's not that. You know that.
I hope not.
I just miss Maxie. I want to talk to her, you know?
I know. And I'm sorry. Well, there's nothing I can do about the phone, but we can do Max's birthday up real big when we get back, okay?
Okay. Gosh, it's awfully cold in here. I'm sort of chilly. Are you cold?
No. That's a hint, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, I guess I'll go get some more wood. But you know, whatever it was that hit you yesterday probably isn't over yet, so maybe you should just stay inside and rest, okay?
Okay.
I'll be back in a while.
Okay. Thank you.
So you want to be able to see shadows and light coming through these, right?
Right.
And these are just a little too transparent, right?
That one is.
I'd say you need to give you some more samples. Jenny.
Well, good morning to you two.
Oh, good morning, Lila.
Oh, Reginald, dear, just a wee spot of cream in my coffee this morning, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, what do we have here?
Well, I was just getting Paul's opinion about the spa, as usual.
Well, how's it coming?
Great. In fact, I think we're going to be ready to open in a couple of weeks.
Already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness, that was quick.
Yeah, I heard they've got some real tough lady down there really cracking the whip.
Thank you.
Well, if you need anything else, just give me a holler, okay? I'll be around.
Thank you, dear, thank you.
Good morning, all. Hello, Grandmother.
Good morning, Ned.
Jenny, if you're going to the hotel, I'm ready to go.
Sure, you have perfect timing. Why don't I give you a second to get my stuff together and we'll go.
Okay.
Thanks again, Paul.
Jenny was just telling me that the spa is almost completed.
It is. The little lady has done one hell of a job, if I do say so myself. I'm very proud of her.
So am I. Well, good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, Mother. Ned, Jenny, did your coffee pot break?
Good morning to you, too, Mother.
Hello, my husband.
Tracy, good morning. I poured you some
Jenny,
coffee.
you must be sure and let me know as soon as the spa is completed, and I'll have Reginald drive me down to the hotel, and I can see it for myself.
Thank you. I
Black.
will. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, Ned, I'm so glad you dropped by, because I was going to ask you if you'd seen anything of A.J. at the hotel. I'm so worried about that boy.
Well, I saw him yesterday. He came in to ask for some more time off to look for Nikki.
Oh, I don't know which is the worst. A.J. with Nikki or A.J. without Nikki.
Oh, I do. In fact, I think I'm going to have Reginald open all the windows in the house and air it out.
Oh, poor A.J.
Well, I'm sorry he has to go through that, but, you know, it happens. First love and all. Jenny, who was your first love? I bet there's a story there.
Mother.
No, that's okay, Ned. See, Tracy, once I met Ned, I realized my first love wasn't love at all.
Ah.
That's really sweet. Will you be at the dinner party tonight?
Yes, we will.
Oh, Tracy, Edward's going to be a little late this evening, and Alan and Monica asked me to give you their apologies because they're both working late at the hospital tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. They're going to miss all the fun.
Fun? Well, I wouldn't go that far. But I am glad that you arranged this little event because it's always nice to acquire a few more people in high places.
Darling, I'm always looking out for your best interests. Jenny, is your mother going to be able to join us tonight?
Yes, she'll be there.
Wonderful. I think it's going to be a wonderful evening.
Come on, Mac. Me there. Come on.
Outback. Hello?
It's me.
Alicia? The connection's horrible. Are you all right?
Listen to me.
Look, I'm just going to talk. I hope you can hear me better than I can hear you.
No. Now listen to me.
Listen, Sean sent the sketch to the WSB. He hasn't, we haven't heard word on it yet. But we did get a name on those figures.
I know who Todd is.
Felicia, look, I'm getting every other word. I'm gonna have to call you back.
No. Todd is Ryan. Mac, help me. Mac, help me, please.
Felicia? Felicia, what are you doing out here? You're not supposed to be out in the cold.
You know, sometimes I have some really stupid luck, and I thought I'd give it a try.
Well, stupid luck won't put a distributor cap back in the engine.
I just miss Maxie so much, Ryan.
I know, but you also passed out yesterday, and we don't know why. Coming out here in the cold and getting sick isn't going to get you home any sooner.
I don't know what I was thinking. Look at the clouds.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to get the first snow of the season. Come on, let's go inside. I'll get the fire going and warm you up.
This isn't my painting.
What do you mean?
This isn't Summer in Provence.
Well, how can that be possible?
I don't know.
Are you saying it's a forgery?
I don't know what I'm saying. I just know something is very wrong.
But you didn't notice anything last night.
Well, it was dark in here. I had other things on my mind. No, Holly, this is not my painting.
How can you tell?
Well, I don't know. It's just a feeling. I mean, if you stare at anything long enough, a white wall, you start to discern it from other white walls. But something about the shadow, the texture, the imperfections, I've absorbed it.
Who are you calling?
Mr. Grayson at Tanger's Auction House in New York. Hello. Mr. Grayson, please. When do you expect him? Would you have him call me? It's very important. William Eckert. It's about my painting, Summer in Provence. I'm at the Port Charles Hotel in Holly Sutton's apartment. Thank you.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go downstairs. There are a bunch of questions that need to be answered. Listen, if Grayson calls, would you have me paged?
Sure.
I'm terribly sorry about this morning. I didn't want it to be like this.
It's okay.
Hi, Bobby.
Oh, hi, Mac. I'm real sorry I haven't been able to return your call. I've been so busy.
That's all right. You have a minute?
Yeah, sure. Let me just... What's up?
Has Felicia called you lately?
No, as a matter of fact, she hasn't for a couple of days. She missed Max's birthday.
Listen, when she goes out of town, how often does she usually call? In fact, when we were in Texas, how often did she call then?
Well, she calls, actually once a day. I just figured, she and Ryan probably having such a good time.
Well, they decided to spend a couple extra days together. Seems to be the popular opinion.
Why? You make me nervous. Did something happen?
She called me this morning. But there was so much static on the phone, I could hardly hear a word she said, but she sounded frantic.
Don't you think she would have called back if there was some kind of an emergency?
Don't you think she would have called you or someone just to say that she was going to stay a couple extra days?
Excuse me, Bobby, we need you to prep for surgery right now.
Okay, right away.
Bobby, do you know where the cabin is?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have the number right here. I was going to call her myself.
What's going on, Ray?
Somewhere. Oh, here.
Thank you. Thanks.
Call us. Let me know.
I will.
You really going to tell me what's going on here?
Oh, yeah, honey, I'll go.
Tony, just, I want to see you.
I'd love to, but we don't have time right now.
I've got an emergency surgery. We'll talk to you in a bit.
Well, call me, because it's very, very important.
Remember your Etch-a-Sketch and all the fun. Remember how proud you felt.
Nothing. There's no one down there to talk to. The night crew won't be in for a couple of hours yet.
Do you think we should check out the room where the exhibition was?
I already did. It's just an empty banquet room. There are no clues. Did Grayson call?
No, not yet. Do you think the painting was a forgery when you bought it?
No. No, this is not the painting that went down to that benefit.
Hello? Yes, it's Grayson.
Hello, Mr. Grayson. Thank you for calling me back.
Mr. Eckert, how can I help you?
Well, it's about my painting, Summer in Provence. I lent it to a local art exhibition, and I'm pretty sure that it's been stolen and replaced with a forgery.
What? Are you sure?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am, but I need an expert's opinion. Could you possibly come to Port Charles? I'll pay your expenses, naturally.
I'll be on the first shuttle out tomorrow morning.
Thank you. I'll be at the Port Charles Hotel in Holly Sutton's apartment.
All right, I'll be there. See you then.
Is he coming?
First thing in the morning. But I know what he's going to say.
What do you mean you're going up there?
I told you, I didn't like the way her voice sounded.
Maybe because you couldn't hear her clearly enough. Do you ever think about that?
Sean, I'm not kidding around on this, all right? Something is wrong. Look, I need you to let me use one of your police helicopters. What? There's a storm coming in up there, and it hasn't hit where Ron and Felicia are, but I'm worried that they're going to close all the roads.
So I'm supposed to give you one of my helicopters just because of a bad phone connection?
Ryan told me he was going to have Felicia call me 2 days ago. Why hasn't she called?
Obviously, they're having problems with the phone, Mac.
And what about a payphone, Sean?
Maybe she figures that what she is doing right now is much more important.
Come on, Sean, you don't buy that for a minute. She was supposed to be back in a couple days. It was Maxie's birthday. She didn't call. She didn't show up. Does that sound like Felicia?
No, it doesn't. But then again, I am not going to authorize the use of one of my police helicopters for you to go barging in on Ryan and Felicia.
Come on, Sean, give me a little more credit, will you? I am worried about Felicia. I don't care if she goes traipsing up to the mountains with some Bigfoot.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure about that.
I'm not. You know, maybe you should think for a minute. You keep talking about all of your gut feelings. Maybe you should examine all the rest of your feelings, too.
What the hell are we talking about this right now for?
Oh, I thought I'd just bring it to your attention, that's all.
Consider it brought to my attention. Am I going to get the helicopter?
No, you're not. First of all, I am not going to be responsible for you flying one of those things into a storm. It's a stupid idea.
Fine, I'm going up there anyway.
Well, no one's stopping you, Mac. But maybe you should just think for a minute. If this guy, Todd, hasn't been around for months, what makes you so sure that he's going to be following Felicia and Ryan up to some remote mountain cabin?
I don't know, Sean. All I know is I can tell you how I feel about it, and I don't feel good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you.
No, it wasn't you.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Sure, you seem a little tense. Been staring out that window for a long time.
Oh, it's beautiful out there, isn't it?
Well, we could take a walk if you're feeling better.
I do feel better. But I don't really feel like taking a walk. I'm a little tired.
Okay, we'll stay inside.
Well, don't you feel cooped up because I don't want to go for a walk. If you want to go for a walk, you go right ahead because I'm fine.
I wouldn't call spending time on a mountaintop with you as being cooped up.
You know what I'd like to do?
What?
I'm tired. I'd like to take a nap.
Okay.
But don't feel like you have to babysit me because I'm just fine.
No. I got plenty of things to read. You can sleep on the couch. I'll just sit here with you.
Are you sure?
I'd say that's on my top 10 list of ways to spend my day. Now, come on.
Okay.
I'll get you a blanket.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
How's that?
Hi. Come on in. So, you don't have any idea what this is about, do you?
Well, just that Cheryl wanted you two here for the reading of the will.
Oh.
So you haven't actually seen the will?
No, I know as much as you two do.
Well, I can't say I'm enjoying it.
Hi, Ron, it's... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to...
No, it's
No,
okay.
it's okay. I'm sorry. I'll
No,
wait
it's
out here
okay,
till you
it's
finish
okay.
your business.
Well, actually, Cheryl wanted him here for the reading of the will.
Cheryl's will?
Right.
Why?
Those were her instructions. She wanted them both here for the reading.
Actually, we were just as surprised as you are. I had no idea that you were mentioned in Cheryl's will.
Neither did we.
Why didn't you tell us?
Well, I thought about it, then, and I figured, why worry everybody? He had to be here anyway, so, you know...
Oh, well,
this
I'm
time
sure there's
thinking-
nothing to worry about at all. Tiffany, I tried to call you as soon as we found out, but you'd already left. It's okay. It's okay. I said, why don't we just go ahead and do this? I mean, he could be stuck in traffic. He could be at the office and he'd never get here,
Tiffany, I think he would have called if he'd have trouble.
Listen, there's no point to that because the instructions were specific. All four you have to be present.
Well, I think I'll just go call Sean and see what's keeping him now. Excuse me.
Could you just make this fast?
Wow, this tequila must have been a good year. The worm levitated.
Get on with it.
Jack Jr. Was a good student. Pre-law, he worked summers over there with one of the justices of the state Supreme Court. He was rich, he was good-looking, he was a bad speller, he was a future politician
All right, fine,
all
I've heard
the
enough.
way.
Great, fabulous. He was a perfect guy.
Just the kind of guy you naturally mistrust, as a matter of fact.
Did he have a reputation with women?
Oh, hardly.
How about men?
I think that's a stretch. I mean, given the relationship he had with Jenny, anyhow, I mean, you got to figure that. Listen, are you ready for this little surprise party tonight?
I am ready for the surprise party tonight. However, I don't believe that the two of them are going to rush into each other's arms like a cigarette commercial.
Well, no, I wouldn't think so, as a matter of fact.
Which is why I need you to find something. Find something. I want to send that girl far, far away. It is my main focus in life right now.
Look, I've got a question for you.
What?
If we put all this together, if we discover that Jenny and this budding politician had some kind of nefarious goings-on of some sort, isn't this going to break your son's heart?
He'll get over it.
And if Jenny's whole life is destroyed, if she's ruined by this, if she just completely falls apart,
Don't tease me.
what is she going to do?
I don't know. You tell me.
You don't think she's going to go running to your husband, Mr. Hornsby? I mean, I would think you wouldn't.
Don't worry about me.
I'm not worried about you. It's...
By the time I get through with her, no one will want her.
Look, I'm sure you have an agenda here.
I always have an agenda, Marco.
I think that you ought to rethink this entire plan before you put
And
it
I
into
think
effect.
you ought to get yourself right out of my house.
I think I will.
Hello, Jenny.
More fundraising, Tracy? I'm surprised you're not upstairs getting ready for tonight.
Gee, why? It's 2.5 hours away.
Hey,
I know.
think about those hot tub sketches I was telling you about?
Right. Look, don't let me break up your meeting. I just want to put the books back.
No, we were just finishing up. It was nice to see you again.
You too.
Find something.
You know, sometimes I actually worry about that girl.
Not enough to give up the money you're making at her expense. Wear something pretty. You want to make a good impression on our guests tonight, Jenny.
Keep that in mind.
How did...
You're peeking.
I don't want to ruin your surprise. Looks wonderful.
Did I wake you up clinking the dishes around?
No, not at all.
You feel better?
I feel fine. I have a little bit of a headache, but other than that, I'm fine.
Oh, well.
What?
Here.
What?
Let me rub your temple.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that.
Oh,
really.
come on. These hands can work miracles. How's that?
Great.
You know, the Indians use this. It's not just a cure for headaches, but it's also a relaxation technique.
Where'd you learn how to do it?
Oh, a friend in medical school.
I see.
It's not much to know, really.
You could probably go into your own practice with it, I'll bet.
Give up my kids? You gotta be crazy.
Really?
I wouldn't give up my kids in a million years. And they love you, and they just trust you right off the bat.
I thought that children were afraid of doctors, you know, with shots and things like that.
Yeah, some of them are. You can win them over. Just give them a piece of candy. Kid them a little bit.
I see, it was a bribe.
Well, kids are straightforward, innocent. You don't have to go to such extremes to win their love or their trust. A piece of candy will do it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Where are you going?
But I think I'd like to take a shower first.
Oh, well, dinner will be ready in a little while, but I made some appetizers.
Okay, I'll hurry.
Thanks. Do me a favor, and you'll check on Robin while I'm gone?
Yeah, of course. She's not staying home alone, is she?
No, Noriko's going to be with her.
When are you leaving?
Well, as soon as I know the mountain roads are cleared.
And what exactly do you think you're going to find there?
I don't know. I guess the most embarrassing thing that could happen is I just walk in on Ryan and Felicia when... Well, I don't know what they might be doing.
Wait a minute. What was that?
What?
Did I hear just the slightest hint of jealousy in your voice?
Don't you start with me either.
Sorry?
It's all right. Listen, I'll call you when I get back.
Yeah, call me when you see Felicia. I want to hear all about that egg on your face.
Thanks a lot.
Be careful, Mac.
I will.
Bye.
I could kick myself for not looking into the security at that damn exhibit more thoroughly.
Yeah, I could kick myself for encouraging you.
Oh, don't do that. It wasn't your fault. I should have listened to my instincts.
Maybe we should speak to Simone. I mean, she organized it with Constance Chapman.
Well, yeah, we'll get into all of that. But not until we get an expert's opinion. I mean, I have to have absolute proof before I go pounding on people's doors.
I didn't know that you,
None of us did.
Yeah, well, okay.
Can we just get this started, please, Scotty?
Sure. Excuse me.
Scott? What are you doing?
Oh, the will's been videotaped.
What?
Well, in addition to the written will, video... I thought you knew that.
No.
Oh.
You mean to tell... What, we're going to be watching Cheryl talking on that tape?
Yeah, I thought the lawyer in Phoenix would have told you about this.
He didn't.
I'm sorry. I would have warned you then.
It's not your fault, Scotty. It's okay.
It's not okay, Sean. I don't want to see Cheryl's...
Scott, why would Cheryl want to videotape her will?
Well, people usually do that to avoid any confusion about their state of mind regarding their, their last will and testament here.
Well, why couldn't you have just transcribed what's on the tape?
Because I can't do this. See, she wanted all four of you present, so all four of you are going to have to watch this. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Felicia, come on, it's ready.
Out in a minute.
Wow, she emerges fresh and clean. You feel better?
Much.
Have a seat.
Thank you, sir. You're gonna spoil me to death. Look at it outside.
Yeah, it's getting pretty nasty.
You really went all out, didn't you?
Well, I know that you want to get home.
Well, it's not because I haven't had a wonderful time.
I know. You feel bad because you missed Max's birthday and you haven't been able to call, so I thought a nice romantic dinner would help.
It is. Thank you.
Well, a toast. To you, to the season's first storm, and to my good luck. I get to spend the night with both of you.
So, Mother, what's on the menu tonight?
Oh, darling, it's a surprise, just like everything tonight. One big surprise.
Congressman Peterson.
Oh, wonderful. Congressman Peterson, I am so glad you could make it.
Well, it took a little reshuffling, but dinner with the Quartermains is always worth it.
Thank you. You remember when-
Oh, here he comes. You can market this guy as one big sleeping pill.
My son Ned, his wife Jenny.
Good to see you.
Nice to see you
Hello.
again.
Oh, well, hello there. Oh, Ned, you're a lucky man.
I know that.
My husband, Paul Hornsby.
Excuse me, Mrs. Hornsby.
Here we go.
Hi. My lawyer tells me this is a good idea, but now that I'm sitting here, it feels a little strange.
It's okay, sweetie.
So, I guess I'll just say what I want to say. You are all obviously aware of my kidney condition, and although I'm fine right now, I think it's a good idea for my affairs to be in order. So, first of all, Mom and Daddy, you're the greatest. I want to thank you for all the good advice you've given me about raising Lucas. I always thought that my biggest challenges would come in business, but being a single parent is no cakewalk, even for me. And I guess this is the last opportunity I'll have to tell you how much I love you. Tiffany, I know that we have not been on very good terms the last couple of years, and if I know you, you're blaming yourself for not doing enough to make it right. Well, don't. Because I could have done something too. We are both just so stubborn and hard-headed. I guess that's just the story of our lives. Anyway, it is my feeling that two people can be upset with one another, and that doesn't mean they stop loving each other. Which I guess is my roundabout way of saying I love you. And I'm sorry for anything I've done that's hurt.
It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Now, for the easy part, down to business. In the event of my death, I leave my entire estate to my son Lucas. Mama, Daddy, and Tiffany, if there are any little keepsakes that have special meaning to you, you're welcome to them. The hard part about Lucas. Sometimes I think maybe it would be easiest for him if he forgot me. But then I realize that I really don't want him to forget me. So what I'm asking all of you is to please help him remember me. Take him to the mountains for me. Tell him how much I love the mountains and how much I love the smell of pine needles, and that's why my favorite color is green. Not Kelly green, but a rich forest green like the pines down home. Tiff, maybe you can buy him a saxophone when he gets old enough, and make sure he gets to listen to my Charlie Parker records. And most of all, make sure he knows how much I love him. Mama, Daddy, Tiff, and Sean, you are great people. I know that if I asked you to take Lucas and raise him, that you'd do a great job, and he'd be loved, and he'd be fine. Tiffany, I also know that children have never been a part of your plan. Bobby and Tony Jones were the first parents that Lucas ever knew, and now that I'm sitting here talking about leaving him behind, I have some idea of how they must have felt when I took him away. Tiff, your life is great. You have worked hard, you have everything you want. A child would change that. Bobby and Tony, I know that you still love Lucas. And I don't even have to think twice about asking you to take him back into your family because he's already a part of it. And I know that is the best place for him to be.
Oh, do you need some help?
No, I'm fine. But I did want to thank you for all your help during my stay.
Oh, you're not leaving us, are you?
Oh, I'm afraid so. I have to get back to London. As much as I love New York, I have to face the fact that my work here is done.
Well, it was a real pleasure meeting you, Miss Chapman. And Miss Coe has some really nice friends, but so far you're the nicest. And the prettiest, too.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Oh, here's something for you, a token of my gratitude. Oh. Now, I'm going to call Miss Coe when I get back to London, but please tell her that I had a wonderful visit, and I look forward to talking to her soon.
We'll do, Miss Chapman. Have a nice flight.
Thank you.
Can I call you a cab?
No, I have a car waiting. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
here with Fred.
Late night tonight. Stay up late for the smooth sounds of Bonnie Raitt.